8 things to remember before you fix up your home. Number 1, evaluate first what needs to be fixed. Let me say this again. Evaluate first what needs to be fixed. What most people do is they just start going around the house making a list and say, okay, we got to fix all this stuff. Let's go ahead. We don't recommend that, okay? Because a lot of things won't always give you the best ROI. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make that list, yes, but then you want to sit down and evaluate what should get fixed, what shouldn't get fixed, and what may just need some little touch-ups. Number 2, fix the major things first. Fix the major things first. Why? You may have a list of 8 things. You may have a list of 15 things, right? And you may have an estimation as far as your budget to fix all those things. But if you fix a whole bunch of little things first, and then you go to fix the major things last, what if those major things end up costing you more than you thought? And now you don't have enough money to complete those major repairs, and it's gonna delay your timing on everything and just throw you off. So my recommendation is make sure the major things get done first and shorten your list of smaller things. But when you're selling your home, it's the major things that can make or break the deal. Number 3, don't go overboard on the renovation. This is not the time for you to talk about putting in a hot tub when you always wanted a hot tub, but you never could enjoy it. This is not that time. This is not the time for you to talk about, making a man cave right when you're about to move out. That's not important to sell the home. You want to focus on the demographics that are going to purchase your home at your price point for your area. Focus on the type of things that they like in a home, what they're wanting, what they're expecting, and see how close you can get to helping them get that with your home. So make sure you and your realtor are on the same page and understand the right type of buyers for your home, so you're not spending all this money in areas that the real buyers for your home don't even care about. Number 4, make sure that everything major is up to code. Make sure it's up to code. Now, when I say make sure it's up to code, I don't mean go fix it and spend all this money to bring it up to code. No, I'm saying make sure you understand what's not up to code and what is up to code. Because understand, everything's negotiable, right? Even when the buyer does their inspection, they're still going to negotiate repairs and concessions and things of that nature. And you have the right to say yes, you have the right to say no, you have the right to compromise. And so it's a good idea to make sure that you understand what's not up to code in your property, so you're not caught off guard when it pops up when you're negotiating with a buyer. Number 5, make sure you use a professional for the things that you don't know what to do. Look, if you want to paint, as long as you can paint and make it look good, that's cool. But don't go fooling around with electricity. Don't go trying to do anything with the foundation. Don't try to do anything with major plumbing, right? Make sure that you hire professionals for the things that you're not sure about and doing. Why? Because if you don't know what you're doing, you could spend the time and even some money trying to fix something, and then that inspector comes along and he says, nope, it wasn't done the right way. So if you're an expert, if you have some wisdom in the area, great. But for the thing that you don't, make sure you hire a professional. Number 6, stick to a budget. Stick to a budget. It is my recommendation that you don't just go, okay, let's make a big list and then let's start fixing everything. No, because again, you could get halfway, run out of money. You could spend way more money than you should have and not even get an ROI, like it wasn't even worth it. So my recommendation is to first decide how much money are you willing to allocate to the home to get to sell it for the most amount of money that you can sell it for. And then make your list and see how many things in those lists, the important ones first, how many things in your list you can fit into that budget. That's the better way to do it. Number 7, get permits for any big project, when we're talking about foundation, roof, major electrical, major plumbing, for the AC, make sure you're getting permits for those things, because if you're filing an insurance claim, if you're doing a major repair, a lot of times the other insurance company of the buyer and the buyer themselves are going to be looking to say, did this person do things right? And really the only assurance they have to know whether you did it right or not is either them hiring professionals to evaluate them and come look at them. And then the secondary one is to say, hey, did the city approve of this? Did they go through the proper channels to get this fixed, and get this fixed by professionals that know what they're doing, right? If they found out that you're the one that replaced the roof on the home, they might think a little different. So you want to make sure you get permits for the major repairs that are done on the home. And then number 8, last but not least, if you don't have any major repairs, that's great, that's awesome, but think about those unfinished projects that you've just been procrastinating with, whether it's fixing the fence, whether it's fixing the siding on the house, whether, whatever the case may be. If there's any unfinished projects, now is the time to get those done. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Also, hit the subscribe button so we can stay engaged with you and keep giving you great content. But we appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you later.